Big plans ahead for the January transfer window for Manchester United. Already before January, Man United is sealing big business as it has now officially also been confirmed by the man himself, Fabrizio Romano, that Chero Poteno's Diego Leo is soon joining Manchester United. I'm going to give you the details that have just come in, but there is also an update concerning another more senior left back that Man United is looking at signing this coming January. My name is Webb. Welcome to the United Sport. Guys, it's the 13th day, 12 days away from Christmas. I'm telling you, I feel it. I feel it in me. I don't know about you, but I feel so good. I hope you do feel good as well ahead of our game against Manchester City on Sunday. We'll talk about it in an official preview that will be dropping as my next video. In case there is no other breaking news, I'm going to break down that game for you and how on earth Man United will have a chance against a dilapidated Man City, but certainly better than us. But let's get into this whole Chero Poteno's Diego Leo talk. Now, the latest that has just dropped from Fabrizio is that Man United have already reached an agreement, of course, verbally, and I've told you this before, I think a day or two before, that it had been agreed between the two parties, that is Man United and Chero Poteno, and of course the third party, who should be the player's side, had already, of course, wanted to sell the player to Man United. The fees have been agreed, about £60 million in total, including add-ons. Now, this is the plan now. What is happening is that Man United will have to wait until this boy is 18 if he can officially play for them. Nonetheless, he's going to be a Man United player starting in July. Officially starting in July, he will be a Man United player. But the United as well are planning him to have a visit, a trip for him to Manchester United to visit Carrington and Old Trafford to just have that feel of the whole place because he hasn't been there. So they are planning to do that way before then, but the official move will be officialized in July, but he can only play for Man United from the summer of 2025 because he's still 17. So, but in the summer of 2025, he will be 18 and eligible to join and play for Man United's senior team. So that's the plan in the interim now. So expect a few, of course, of those updates to keep coming regarding him. I think I've told you things for the future for now, but expect more of such about this strong left-footed player who can play, invert himself into the middle, can play as a wing back. He's such a profile. He's 6'4". He's the kind of player you think who would work over time in the Ruben Amorim setup. But he's not the only left back, like I'd hinted to you, that Man United are looking at. Team Talk has revealed today that Man United have gone back to a kid we've spoken about here before. Not Milos Kerkez, no. It is said that Man United are also now showing interest again in a young Spanish boy who has got connections with Juventus and currently plays for Girona. And he's one of those players who you think has got all the potential to play and fit into a team like Manchester United. He's called Miguel Gutierrez. We've spoken about him here before. He's born of 2001, young player there, quite a decent player. He's of course plays for Spain, and he's been wanted and monitored by Man United for quite some time, even from way back when Eric Ten Hag was still coach, without ever thinking that he would be sacked. The recruitment team of Man United had spotted him as a potential future player of Man United. Now, this is according to Team Talk, who come out today. They are saying that he's one of the players they are seriously monitoring, and they think they can. They have actually gone back to try and inquire about the progress because there was a situation with him because United wanted him seriously before, but there was a situation. First of all, Real Madrid have got a sell-on clause in their contract with Girona when they were selling the player to Girona. There was a sell-on clause in the contract they agreed where Real Madrid would get 50% of any money. Now, this boy has a buyout clause of about £28 million, which is not too much money. I think this is money that Man United should be able to afford at any point at any time, even in their lowest or brokest of forms. I think this is an amount, a sum they should be able to afford for any a player they seriously want. But Verona are also trying to hold out for the best amount they can get. So if there is a 50% sell-on clause with Real Madrid, then if Girona want to get, let's say, at least £20 million from him, they have then got to sell at about 40. which certainly could be difficult. Now, this is a situation that I think a bit dragged the whole sale process because whereas this kid is contracted until 2027, he had actually requested Girona to sell him because he wants to move. So it's still that situation that dragged the whole process a bit. Even other clubs wanted him, but there was a bit of that situation. So what has happened is that they have United have gone back to inquire and try to know what has changed in the situation of this boy and what can be done if he's going to move because United are looking for giant solutions. Listen, Ruben Amorim has, I think, given his go on him as well as a player they can potentially sign, but he wants players to join Man United in January. They seriously need to sort the left back position as early as January. So that's exactly what's going on. So it's an interesting situation, of course, for Man United, but expect United to certainly make serious progress in terms of getting a left back this January because they seem to be desperate to sort that out. I told you, if you watched Man United games recently, I told you United has improved in terms of defense, but certainly there are grey areas around the left back position because at times you will see, of course, Lisandro Martinez play there when he's fit, but then other times when he's not fit, there is Diogo Dallo. Then you see Harry Maguire playing on the left at times. Then Johnny Evans. So there is no proper option to firmly keep up the left back position, especially given that Lisandro Martinez, who should be the designated starter, is never 100% fit. Neither is Luke Shaw, who is now back again in the injury room. So it's a situation that has left Amorim, I think, looking for quick solutions because if he's going to build his system of play, he knows very well that he needs to have a defined back three. I think for now, Delit and Nusal Mazraoui are certainly the first, defenders he thinks about when he wakes up. But on the left, there are still issues. Clearly, Lenny Yoro is not a left player. He certainly should be competing with Mazraoui or Delit for the other two, right-sided and the central defense or the middle. But on the left, there are still a big gray signs that Ruben Amorim knows he's got to improve. So that's why they're bringing this boy for the future, grow with the team, but also bring in a more senior player. Now, the rest is between Milos Kakis, of course, of Bournemouth, is not written off. What I'm saying is that United are putting their options together and so that they can make the most viable signing. We told you under Ineos now, the system is you need a player for a position, have about 3 or 4 players for that position, then go profile them properly, then decide with the coach which of those you would go for and who is viably possible for the team in terms of the money, the wages, but of course, the financial fair play and everything you need to make a transfer happen. So that's where they are as we speak right now. Now, there is something that has just come in from Stephen Railstone that Jason Wilcox and Omar Berada made a private business trip to Adidas headquarters in Germany this week, and uh, so the whole idea is for them to be generally immersed in technology because they want to, of course, discuss with Adidas, of course, things to do with data analytics and stuff. They are trying to do things differently and base a lot on analytics and statistics if you are going to get things changed at Man United. There's a lot of work going on, guys, as you should imagine, at Manchester United. But that's what is just dropped just today concerning, of course, those two guys who are trying now to run things without uh, the former guy, that's the sporting director, then Dan Ashworth, who was asked. So just to make it clear for you guys, things are still happening. There's also been a report that I've seen early on today claiming that Omar Berada has hired 6 scouts from South America. That Berada has hired about 6 scouts from South America. You do recall, I told you sometime here before that the kind of football that Ruben Amorim loves to play is, I think, a football that naturally would come easy for South American players because they are natural hard workers, probably because of that street thing in them. He wants to build lions and elephants of players. So South Americans will be important in terms of the kind of football that Man United want to play going forward. So that's why they have hired 6 scouts to try and get the right talent when it's young, and hope that in the future They will produce global stars who will certainly sustain the beautiful kind of football, beautiful and energetic football that United are looking at playing going forward under Ineos. So, guys, that's pretty much what's happening. Quick morning update concerning Man United. Later on, of course, I will be talking more about our next game against Man City and what exactly is made of it. My name is Webb. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Thank you so much. I say it's a huge increase in terms of likes and subscriptions, but we can do more. Keep doing it. Thank you. Peace, love, and harmony. One love. Let me see you later.